Well, hey there, Bill O'Leary, coming to you in this video to answer the question, what is a pot trust in estate planning? So you're going to learn three things. One, what is a pot trust? Two, how does a pot trust work? And three, how does a pot trust compare to other trusts, such as individual trusts? Real quick, Bill O'Leary. I'm an attorney with Legacy Planning Law Group in Jacksonville, Florida. We focus on estate planning, things like wills, trusts, estates, elder law, estate planning for seniors, and probate and estate and trust administration. Okay, a pot trust. Boy, that's a funny name. What is a pot trust? Sometimes also called a common trust or a sprinkle trust. A pot trust is a type of trust that lists beneficiaries, usually young children, with the trustee being able to use their discretion as to how trust assets will be spent for the beneficiaries. So this type of trust, you see, it allows you to create a single pool of assets to be used for the benefit of multiple beneficiaries. Again, think young children. A pot trust can offer flexibility in terms of how trust assets are used if you plan to leave your entire estate, let's say, to your kids. So flexibility, it's the main advantage of a pot trust. Assets are distributed based on the children's needs rather than setting specific distribution rules about who's going to get what. So let's say one of your children requires extensive orthodontic care, or let's say experiences a medical emergency that your other kids don't. A pot trust can be used to cover those expenses. The purpose is to meet the financial needs of the individual children as they arise. There's no requirement for trust assets to be divided equally among the kids. Or let's say this situation, you have, let's say, two children, and one child has already finished college when you die, but the other has not gone to college yet. You've paid for the college expense for the child who already got the degree. If your estate simply says we're going to split it into two equal shares for your kids, whether it says going to them as outright distributions or even staying in continuing trust for the kids, but they each have a 50% share, well, the one child who has not gone to college yet will have to use part of their inheritance to pay for college. And you think about it, that's sort of a windfall for your older child who got the benefit of you paying for their college while you were alive. They got the luck of the draw by being born first. Setting up a pot trust is a great way to avoid this result. A pot trust would allow the trustee to take into account the fact that your older child's education had already been paid for by you, and then make distributions to the younger child for that same purpose to create a fairer outcome. Now, generally, a pot trust is going to terminate when the youngest child reaches a certain age. For example, you may set up the trust to terminate at age, 18, 21, 25, 30, whatever it might be. At that point, you then can dictate, once that age is reached, how the funds remaining in the trust get distributed to your children, either outright or they can stay in separate continuing trust for the kids to protect the inheritance. Again, these are things to talk about with your estate planning attorney. Now, let me emphasize the importance of selecting the right person to be the trustee of the pot trust. It needs to be somebody you not only trust, okay, but who also intimately knows the needs and circumstances of your kids. After all, they're going to be making important decisions about how and to whom distributions of trust assets will be made, often unequally. Finally, a quick word about the alternative to a pot trust, which is setting up individual trusts. Let's say you have three children. You can have their inheritances split up into equal trust, 1/3, where each gets their own trust. The benefit here is you have more control over what happens with trust assets. Many estate planning lawyers, I will tell you, myself included, prefer individual trust over pot trust to avoid the potential for sibling conflict with a pot trust where, let's say, one child might complain that the other child is getting more money from the trust. But again, there are times when a pot trust is a good solution. If you'd like to know more about what a pot trust is in estate planning and maybe how we can help, we would love to talk to you. So I invite you to book a free 15-minute phone call with us, our discovery call, to start the conversation. And scheduling is very easy. There's a scheduling link here at the bottom of this video. Click on it. Boom, takes you straight to our scheduling page. Pick the time that works for you, and we'll jump on the call. Or you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more information. We have more and more videos that we're putting up about these different estate planning and elder law topics. If you've enjoyed this video, we'd ask that you like it, better yet, share it. So Bill O'Leary signing off for now. And on behalf of everybody here at Team Legacy, go make it a great day and a better world.